Yes, guys, what's going on? Adam McCullough here, Stretford Paddock. I was about to say full-time Devils, still hasn't quite gone out of my brain. Casey, what did you make of that win today? 2-0, but it was not comfortable.
Yeah, it's been the sort of the way we've been going the last couple of games. It's been that sort of nervy start, and that nervy start has been getting longer and longer into the game before I've been like, oh, we need to get a goal. Today it was 45 minutes, which was not good to watch. But we got the win in the end, and you're just kind of like, well, at least we're doing what we need to do. So,
You think that's the main thing at this time of the season, grinding out those results?
yeah, I mean, if you went the start of the game and said we're going to score one goal in the 89th minute, nothing else is going to happen, but we're going to win the game, I would be like, fine, yeah, I'll take that. I don't mind watching that because that is what we need to do. Like, it's not exciting football. It doesn't need to be interesting in football. At this point, it's just those wins because we lost the chance to do interesting, exciting football when we drew with Southampton, I think. We lost that margin for error that had been gifted to us. And yeah, Chelsea have a hard game next week against Liverpool. Leicester have a hard game against Tottenham, but we can't guarantee that they're going to fall in those games, so we don't have that cushion. We've just got to keep pushing and make sure that eventually we come out in the Champions League spots, because don't want to be in Europa again.
You rhymed cushion with pushing there, which reminds me of an old saying, but we'll carry on. Today, obviously, we saw Martial and Rashford scoring again. And in a game where we didn't particularly play well, a lot of the passing was poor. What did you make of what their performances, but also how well they've much been improved?
Oh, Martial and Rashford have definitely improved. I mean, Rashford's been good all through the season. He's been sort of our focal point. And before Bruno came in, he was definitely the player where you were like, he has this team on his back, and he doesn't play well. We're not winning. We're not even scoring. So, but to see Martial develop, especially over the season, but as these last few games since lockdown's been over, as a striker, he's definitely improved. Like, his hold-up play is a lot better. His understanding of getting into the box, his understanding of just knowing the runs, he's seemed to have improved all that. Because before lockdown, I would have said, when Martial's on the pitch, will he make the runs that I think he needs to make to get the goals? And I think the first game of lockdown, I said, nah, I took him out. I had him in my fantasy team. First game of lockdown, we were playing Tottenham. Took him out of my fantasy team. He'd scored the hat-trick the next game. It was not my best move.
You have little faith.
Yeah, I know it's me of little faith, but I was like, he just seems a bit off it. But no, I feel like his movement's a lot better and his hold-up play's a lot better. And then you bring Bruno into the mix, and you saw with that second goal, Bruno through the legs to Rashford, first time plays it into Martial, who's making the perfect run, slots it home. That's the sort of goal that we need to get to push forward.
And interestingly with Bruno, I feel like he's not had great games in this last week for us. Probably his worst week for United, which sounds mad when we've drawn and won a game. But he's got assists in those games, and it's like he's not playing particularly well to the eye, but he's always contributing to the team. And we seem to have those players that it might not go well for them on the day, but they can still contribute, which is obviously contributing to United's success. But are you worried that, we've got 2 days to a semi-final, we only made 2 subs? Does that show you that maybe Ollie's not sure with what he has on the bench?
I think that's more saying we don't have the squad depth, because you see, once you take Bruno out the side, like, Bruno's not been having those good games, but he says it himself, he's a risk-taking playmaker. Like, he's going to have games where he doesn't get the passes off, but it's all about getting that one pass that splits the team apart. So even if he has a lower pass percentage, that's not the stat you look at. You look at the one where it's like, how many times is he breaking those lines? But making 2 subs it's one of those things where you look at it and you're like, yeah, we need to make more subs, but who do we have? Like, as soon as you take Fernandes off the pitch, that's a massive drop in quality going forward. If you take Pogba off the pitch, that's a massive lack in quality in terms of the control in the game. Take defenders off, we lose sort of defensive stability. Like, again, we saw against Southampton, I think the drop in possession was like up from 60 to 13.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad.
I think it halved when Pogba went off, and then halved again when Bruno.
Yeah, it's like that lack of control from 2 players going off the pitch is mad. So yeah, I think 2 and 2 subs worries me, but is there anything else we can do at this point? No, I don't think.
How do you take this then today? This performance wasn't great, but we got the result. Do you look at it with a little bit of worry for the fixtures ahead, or positivity because we're grinding the results out?
I think we're doing these. I saw Steve's Fancam before this. We're going to say that in the past, that result, like that lack of momentum that we got from drawing with Southampton, would have completely demoralised us. And I've seen results in the past, in like the past few games, where we go a goal behind, and I would have seen the entire game we would have been pushing for that last goal, and then they probably would have scored against us and we would have lost, like we happened with Crystal Palace at the start of the season. Well, I've seen a different tact by United. It's sort of like, we need to win, and we need to win by any means possible. It doesn't even matter if the football's like fancy or ugly. It's just getting those goals, and I'm hoping that we can get another win over Chelsea. Now we have better players, and we can carry this forward just for those last 3 games, and then we have Europa, but that's a bit of a break before that, and that's a knockout competition. That's completely different. That's anything. Well, I say anything could happen. We're playing last and we're 5-0 up, but we're at least through the first round. But anything could happen. So that we get a break before that, and then we can reset. But the next 3 games, I'm pretty confident we'll carry through. I'm hoping so. Anyway,
we need to hope. So, who's your man of the match today?
Man of the match. I'd say there's no one really stood out. There was 3 that I'd say had a good game. I'd say Fernandes. He got the assist and his pass for. The Rashford then assisted for Martial. Yeah,
he got almost a pre-assist for the second goal.
He cut out like half. He megged someone. That was brilliant. Rashford, obviously goal and assist. And I thought De Gea played well. I thought De Gea made some really good saves. He made some really vital saves. There was that chance, I think, where Zaha got clean through and no one knew where to get it, and he made the save when we needed him. So I thought De Gea had quite a solid game. So I'll probably say Rashford, just because goal and assist statistics and all that sort of thing. But I think, yeah, those 3 definitely were up there for me.
Cheers, man.